Musica.
The last moments in the life of one of the most powerful myths of Western civilization, Othello, a tragic hero also in opera and the protagonist of Verdi's masterpiece. Here he's brought to life by one of the opera's greatest interpreters, Placido Domingo.
In
the last act of Othello, his sadness, his anguish, his frustration, it cannot be compared to that of any other character. That moment, after surrendering his soul, which is sad too, is when he says, Othello fu. Othello is no more. And then he realizes what he has done. You are so pale, and weary, and silent, and beautiful. The person who really loves him, who was innocent. It is the worst tragedy, the saddest moment ever. He's becoming aware that he's committed an enormous crime. And then he says to her, before killing you, dear wife, I kissed you. Now that I am dying, I kiss you one more time.
Antes de matarte, esposa mía, te besé. Ahora, muriendo, te beso otra vez.
A tenor, a baritone, a conductor, an artistic and music director, Domingo has recently celebrated 40 years since his debut at London's Royal Opera House, Covent Garden. Music has been able to film the dress rehearsal of the Othello section in a 3-part celebratory show. Domingo shared some of his recollections of the many singers and conductors he met on the stage of Covent Garden. Carlos Kleiber, for example.
Kleiber was electrifying. Singing with him was almost dangerous, because you didn't know whether the public was looking at the stage or at the conductor. How can I put it? He was a sea storm, and Othello itself starts with a storm, a sea storm, an ocean. I have never heard anything like that. You cannot believe one can create such an atmosphere. It was amazing. That was Kleiber.
Antonio Pappano is one of today's most acclaimed conductors. He's also the music director of the Royal Opera House.
In this 40-year celebration, I'm getting to do the 4th act of Othello with him. As my dream to do Othello with him, always, my goodness. Placido is a musician who, when he enters the room and when he takes part in a rehearsal or a performance, he makes everybody around him better. This is a very, very special quality, and very, very few people have it. You know, there are a lot of people who go out there and take all the limelight, and he can, because he's a star, but he makes everybody around him better, and I think this is an amazing quality. He's a monument. There's just no question.
It's also undisputed that Placido Domingo's career is matchless. In Covent Garden alone, he sung 26 roles and has been in dozens of productions. 40 triumphant years.